Never, ever done. 3 movies, 1 trilogy, that's it. Anybody tells you there's going to be Back to the Future 4, you can tell them from me.
So this is going to be a brief one. I hope you're all well. And today's date, well, it's the 21st of October, and it's a special date for those who celebrate. What am I talking about? Well, of course, it's Back to the Future Day. Well, I guess technically Back to the Future Day was October 21st, 2015, but we'll skirt over that one. And on that day, I did see a DeLorean as one turned up at the BBC at Media City along with a doc. Yes, not Christopher Lloyd, but we'll make exceptions. I think he was rather busy that day. But it was 4 years later when I met the trilogy's co-producer and writer Bob Gale. He was publicising Back to the Future the musical in Manchester, and again a DeLorean turned up at Media City and Bob did an interview with the BBC. And afterwards I spoke to him and asked him a couple of very, very important questions. It was very brief, but this was when I met Back to the Future legend Bob Gale.
Right.
Bob, will there be a Back to the Future?
There will not be a Back to the Future 4. Never, ever done. 3 movies, 1 trilogy, that's it. Anybody tells you there's going to be Back to the Future 4, you can tell them from me.
And just the last thing as well, hoverboards, real, fake?
Well, they're going to be real. People are making them now. Then there's the stupid hoverboards that have a wheel on them that people are calling them hoverboards. How we know that a real hoverboard has no wheels.
There you go, headed from the man himself. Thank you very much, sir.
Now, despite taking the second question a little too seriously, Bob was a joy. My colleague Mark and I spoke to him for quite a while after, and Bob was certainly on form. And it's safe to say he and Robert Zemeckis have always maintained that there'll be no Back to the Future 4 or reboot, and let's just say we're still no closer to seeing those hoverboards in the stores. But anyway, we can all dream. I think for most of us, it's that time of the year when we dig the movies out and relive our childhoods. And when I do, I'll always remember fondly the time I met one of the people who created this masterpiece of movie history, the great Bob Gale.
There will not be a Back to the Future 4. Never, ever done. 3 movies, 1 trilogy, that's it. Anybody tells you there's going to be Back to the Future 4, you can tell them from me.
And just the last thing as well, hoverboards, real, fake?
Well, they're going to be real. People are making them now. Then there's the stupid hoverboards that have a wheel on them that people are calling them hoverboards. How we know that a real hoverboard has no wheels.
There you go, headed from the man himself. Thank you very much, sir. There you go, Ed. Brilliant.
Thanks, Bob.
Oh, Bob, you're a legend.